Hey guys, Tim here, and today I thought I would do a quick review of My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. Yeah, it's like I have it pulled up on the side, that way I don't forget the name, because I'm not the biggest My Hero Academia fan, but I am a pretty big fan of the series. Like, I have the manga all the way up to the current English volume, which I'm actually 3 volumes behind on reading this. I'm only up to volume 26, so I have 27, 28, and 29 to read, so I'm quite a bit behind already, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the series, but I do like the series enough to actually like keep up on the manga, because it's one of the few English manga that I'm going to continue to buy in English instead of just buying it in Japanese. And I do enjoy the anime. I have the first 3 seasons, whatever came with this, and I've seen part of season 4, but it's not on my high list of priorities. With my limited time that I have to actually watch anime, it's not too high on my list. Like, I'm more interested in catching up on Digimon 2020, the new Digimon like Ghost game or whatever it's called. I want to get into that, as well as I'm catching up on Black Clover, since the anime to that ended. I'm going to catch up on that. But anyway, I'm going to be reviewing the 3rd movie, which the reason I'm doing this a week late, I actually saw the movie in theater, and I have this out that way I can prove that I saw it. That way I can show that I didn't pirate it offline or anything. It's like, there, that's the movie ticket. I'm actually really excited about that, because it wasn't the only good thing that's come out of this lockdown and everything that's happened in the world is my local theater actually started showing anime movies. You see, before 2020, basically, and the theaters didn't open back up and start showing anime movies and regular movies until like September of 2020 here where I live. But basically before that, basically no anime movies came out here where I live in theater, so I would have to drive about 2 hours away down to Memphis to actually watch anime movies. And I actually saw the first My Hero Academia movie in theater, as well as the Dragon Ball Super movie. But yeah, that's the one good thing that's come out of all this, is like my local theater actually started showing anime movies, and I've been going and watching those. I watched the Demon Slayer movie 3 times in theaters to support it, and I wish they was going to show the My Hero movie more, but I don't think they are. Unfortunately, it's not as popular as Demon Slayer apparently. But anyway, one of the things that inspired me to make this video is because I actually just saw Techy 101's video, and I actually forgot that I actually saw this movie in theater. It was a week ago, and I didn't have any time for it because I work on the weekends, and basically I saw it on like a Friday night, and it was just, I couldn't make time for it. Then this week came along and just slipped my mind, and never really thought about reviewing it. Then I saw his video review come up today, and I was like, oh yeah, I saw that movie in theater. Let's talk about it a little bit. But anyway, my views are going to be pretty much about what his is. I believe he's a bigger fan of the series than I am, so go watch his video if you want more of an in-depth thing. I'm basically going to cover some of this stuff, but not in as much detail, because I don't want to get into spoilers or spoil it for anyone. But anyway, I do agree with him. It's the worst one out of the 3, unfortunately. The first movie is the best in my opinion, 2 Heroes. It's actually the only one that I've watched more than once. I believe I watched it 3 or 4 times, including the time that I saw it in theater. And then this one I actually missed in theater because what happened, I don't, of course it wasn't showing here, so I believe I was working and couldn't like make it 2 hours away like after work to go and see a viewing. But anyway, that's the reason I couldn't see the second movie in theater. But I've never went back and rewatched it, and I can't really tell you too much about it because I've only watched it like whenever this came out. I went and I got the special Walmart exclusive thingy. But anyway, I got that and I watched it that night, and I haven't seen it since, so I don't remember too much about it. All I remember is it wasn't that good. It was still better than this 3rd movie, but it wasn't that good. But this 3rd movie, it's just definitely the worst out of the 3, which you come to expect that with anime movies. It's like, don't go into shonen anime movies expecting a great film, because you're not going to get it. These serve as basically, in my opinion, supplemental material for like fans of the series to view. Like, if you're not a fan of the series and don't enjoy the series quite a bit, you're not going to enjoy any of the movies. The movies are basically just fan service and an excuse for us to see the characters more. And unfortunately, we didn't get that a lot in this 3rd movie. Again, I don't want to go too much into spoilers about it, but it's definitely the worst out of the 3. And one of the reasons for that is it doesn't really expand on the expanded cast. It doesn't focus on the expanded cast much, which is something that I really wish they did. Like, they did that really well in the first movie. Like, everyone got parts and stuff, but for the most part, outside of the three boys, Todoroki, Bakugo, and Deku, you don't really see any of the other main characters. You don't really see All Might or any of the other class members or anything, so that kind of sucks. That's one of the things that you go and watch these movies for, is to see them get into battles and stuff. But again, I'm not the biggest My Hero fan, so I may have missed out on some stuff in this movie and references and stuff, but I don't really know, because I am pretty far behind on the series, as you can tell. And I'm far behind on the anime as well. But anyway, about that, there's just not a lot of the extended cast in this movie, so don't go into it expecting like everyone to get moments to shine and do things, because for the most part, there's not a whole lot of that. And that really sucks, especially compared to the first movie. And even the second movie, like, it had more of the cast. But anyway, I check in on Horikoshi's Twitter account every now and then, and I remember, like, last year, I believe, whenever the movie came out in Japan, it's like they had all these teasers where it was like Three Musketeers and stuff like that, and I was just like, okay, what's that going to have to do in the movie? And I can say that it really didn't do anything in the movie. Like, all that promotional stuff that I saw on his Twitter and stuff really didn't do anything in the movie. It didn't seem to relate much to the Three Musketeers at all, in my opinion. But anyway, I went into this movie blind. I didn't watch the teaser trailer because I don't really do any of that. And it's just, I went into it blind and just wasn't all that impressed. Like, the bad guy, his motives are... I'm trying to talk about it without spoiling too much, but his motives is just strange. And, like, none of the villains are fleshed out, really. The main bad guy, Blueface, like, pretty much that's one of the things that turned me off, is because... whenever I saw his design, like on Facebook, I believe Funimation posted like the character spreads of the characters for the movie, the main characters anyway, and they showed his design, and I was just like, wow, that doesn't look like a My Hero Academia character. It looks bad, and it still looks bad in the movie, but not talking about the animation. The animation is great in the movie. It's as good or better than the series, but anyway... Don't want this to go on too long because I don't have a whole lot to say. It's just the worst out of the three. It doesn't expand upon the cast. Like, you don't get to see much of anyone, which is a big complaint of mine, because whenever I go into a shonen anime movie, I want to see some more of the cast, and I want to see flashy fights. And this is one of those movies where I was sitting in it, and probably about a third of the way through, after we got past the first act, like, it started strong. It caught my attention, and I was just like, okay, I don't know where this is going, but it seems like it might be enjoyable, because, like I said, I don't watch teaser trailers to movies that I see in theater. And I was like, all right, this might be good. This might be interesting. And then it just started dragging on and on and on, and just really didn't care that much for the middle parts of the movie. And even the finale, whenever people started having battles and stuff, the battles... while visually appealing, like flashing and stuff, it didn't have that spark, that kick that that the fights in the manga have. The fights in the manga and the anime itself are definitely written better and choreographed better than what they are in the movie. It's just your standard shonen fights in this movie. There's not a whole lot to see. Like, it's flashy, it's pretty, the animation's good, but it's just not as good as it could be. And didn't really ever feel like there was stakes in the movie. Like, of course it's a shonen movie, but you didn't get an attachment to anyone in the movie, is what I have to say. Like, the main characters outside of, like, Deku and stuff, like the movie main characters, the characters that are only in the movie, you just don't really care for them at all. And I'm actually going to reference the best standard that I have for, like, a shonen anime movie, and that's going to be the first Bleach movie. I consider this like the standard as to writing a character, a movie character, and doing it right. The first Bleach movie is phenomenal in my opinion. It's probably the best, possibly the best shonen anime film, based off of like a shonen series or anything. I'm comparing it to, it's not compared to a high standard. It's not compared to like your standard cinematic films. It's compared to like your Naruto films, your One Piece films, and stuff like that. But it's done really well. You actually care about the character Senna, and this is the gold standard. And most shonen movies, or not that good. Even the second, third, and fourth Bleach movies, you can I can't really recommend them that much, especially the fourth one. Completely avoid that one. But the first one, I recommend this one to people that don't even watch Bleach or read Bleach, because it's a really good film by itself, and it's like the standard I hold other shonen films to whenever they come out. And the only like Naruto film that I can think of, I have most of them, is Road to Ninja. I thought this one was pretty good. Like, there are some other Naruto films that are pretty good, but this one's probably the best, but none of them compared to the Bleach film. But anyway, we're getting off topic. Back to My Hero Academia, and in the video, yeah, if you're a fan of the series, you're going to get at least a bit of enjoyment out of the movie. If you're not a big fan of My Hero Academia, I can't recommend you go and watch this one. Go and watch the first movie. It's the best one out of the 3 so far. Hopefully we'll get a 4th one and it'll be better, and there's a Black Clover film coming out. Hopefully we'll get that for a theatrical release here in America. I really would like to see that, because I'm a bigger Black Clover fan than I am My Hero Academia. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you like the series a whole lot, you're probably going to want to see it. I don't know if it's in theater anymore, but buy it whenever it comes out. Just, if you like the series, support it, buy it. That way, hopefully, we get more and better films in the future. So, yeah, I will see you in the next video. Later.